You're headlining the Here and Now tour.
Yeah.
You're replacing the recently jailed Boy George.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can replace him, to be honest. I mean, I've said that before. He's such an icon, I think. But I did it last year. I really enjoyed it. I had a bit of fun. And the promoter who organises it asked me to step in and do it. So, yeah, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it.
You're going to be joined by other 80s icons like Kim Wilde.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Why is everyone so obsessed with 80s pop?
I think, to be honest, I think it's just one of those things. I mean, I think you see it in fashion as well, the clothes and stuff. Certain movies, I think, that are being remade as well from the 80s, I think they're going to redo Fame and stuff like that. I think when you get a bit of a distance away from a certain era, it becomes kind of cool again in its own way. And I'm not saying that I'm cool, but I'm just saying that, you know, people look at it in a slightly different way. I think there's also a new generation of kids who were influenced by the 80s who are making music right now or making fashion and what have you, know. So
I think lots of us grew up on that kind
Sure,
of
yeah, so, yeah.
Let's talk about Rickrolling. Ridiculously popular on the internet.
Yeah.
Why did it grip the Americans?
I don't know. I mean, I think I have no idea how it really started, but I just imagine that some kid, some teenager in America. No, it wasn't me. No. I just think some kid found the naffest video he could, which was Never Gonna Give You Up, and decided to play a trick on his friend. And I think it just went on from there, really. I mean, but that's what's brilliant about the internet. It's in the hands of the people in terms of doing stuff like that. So it's, you know, it's
I
cool.
think Michelle Obama was even rickrolled, but we'll talk about that another day. You beat the Beatles. You beat Elvis. You know what I'm talking about. You won the best act ever at the MTV Awards
I think, to be honest, that is a carry-on from the Rickrolling thing. I think basically MTV...
Do you think you didn't deserve it then?
It's not about deserving it. It's just ridiculous, I think. You can't be the best act ever anyway, even if you are the Beatles. Do you know what I mean? Because well, how can you ever say that? But I think, to be honest, they put me in that category as a bit of fun. And then the great European public decided for a bit of fun they'd vote for me, and a few people voted more than once, I think. And, you know, but it's a bit of a farce, really, you know, so...
Now, here, there's no plan to record a new album, but...
Not right now, no.
There is a plan, because you're working on it right now, for a musical film.
Yeah, but it's not with my music, that's for sure. I mean, it's basically my wife is a film producer, and I've been around films, you know, in terms of the production of them and scripts and stuff like that for quite a long time.
I hope she's giving her services for free then, the producing services.
Well, I sleep with the producer, so she better do it. I think basically I really love film anyway. It's a real passion of mine anyway, and I just kind of wrote a few songs that I kind of felt had a different, you know, feel to them in terms of not being necessarily just a pop song. And I just took it on board and just decided to have a go at it. And I've never written a script before, but I just really enjoyed it. And I've now got together with a proper script writer and who kind of, you know, chopped it up and kind of made sense of it a bit more. But it's just something that I've really enjoyed doing. And who knows, you know, we're going to try and get it off the ground, you know, this year or next, so we'll see.
Well, the tour kicks off in May, celebrates 80s music, but who's your favourite act from the 80s?
Oh, it's too many, I think. To be honest, in a way, I'd really like to see Boy George sing some of his hits, to be honest, because I think he was a real kind of 80s icon.
Yeah.
I'll look at some of that footage there, and I'm not doing myself down, but I mean, it's kind of... You look at somebody like him and some of the characters from the 80s, and they were real pop stars.
Even you were boring?
I'm not saying boring, but I think a bit more reserved than that. And even if you think, you know, I kind of... A lot of the bands that I was influenced by, like people like Duran Duran, for instance, they were real pop stars, do you know what I mean? And that's what the 80s definitely had about them, I think, over perhaps something of some of the people today, I think.
We still think you're an 80s pop icon for us.
Thank you. You're a love.
Rick, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.